Join Pharmadynamics' Circle of Trust and save up to 50% on your medicine. Pharmadynamics, effective, affordable healthcare.
Do you go to work even if you have a cold or the flu? You're not alone. In fact, the growing number of people who continue to work while sick has given rise to a phenomenon called presenteeism.
The global phenomenon of presenteeism has been reported by numerous organizations, and the survey that Pharmadynamics did also confirmed that this is a phenomenon in South Africa as well. It can basically be defined as people that go into work even though they're too sick to actually be at work, and this leads to lower than normal productivity levels that can cost employers more than what it would if an employee would just stay at home when they're too sick. And people want job security. They want to show that they are committed to their jobs, and the uncertainty in the global economy and South African economy leads to people wanting to show that they're committed and that they will come to work no matter what.
While you might think it's a good thing to soldier on while ill, studies have shown that it has the opposite of the desired effect on productivity in the workplace.
90% of people who took part in the Pharmadynamics survey showed that they avoid sick colleagues at work because they don't want to catch the same germs and to also get sick. And that in itself affects the productivity levels at the office. But what studies have showed us as well is that your productivity levels are lowered by about 72% if you do come to work sick, compared to only 28% if you take a day off sick to fully recover before you come back to work. If we look at how you actually affect your colleagues, especially in cases of cold and flu, you do expose others to catching the same viruses that you have. We use common areas at the workplace. This can cause a vicious circle of employees reinfecting each other, and in the long run it can actually lead to even low productivity levels of the organization as a whole.
If productivity is so negatively affected, one must wonder and question why it is that so many of us would still choose to go to work sick. What's the motivation driving this decision?
Most people go to work when they are sick, definitely, because in today's economy, people feel obliged they need to be there to complete all their work and meet their deadlines. Today, one person is doing maybe 5 or 6 people's jobs, and there's nobody else there as a backup. So that's the reason why they feel they need to be there. Also, their bosses aren't approachable, and they have to do what they need to do.
Labour law does protect employees in the event of illness, and most companies would prefer to have a happy, healthy workforce who are optimally productive.
Being sick definitely does decrease the level of productivity. So my doctor says to me straight, when you are sick, when you feel that your throat is sore, go to the doctor immediately, because you will recover quicker. Most people do choose to medicate themselves at work by bringing in flu medicines and everything that they need, and they keep in their top drawer. I know a lot of people try to take an extra day and another day, but as soon as you get worse, you need to go. Catch it in its early stages and stay at home, because you don't want to make anybody else sick, bottom line.
If you do choose to work with a cold or the flu, proper hygiene can help reduce the risk of spreading infection. So wash your hands and keep a clean workstation.
What we've been seeing in South Africa, and confirmed by the Pharmadynamics survey that we just did, was that 90% of the people would actually try to self-medicate first before they make an appointment to see their doctor. And therefore it is important for people to understand what self-medication they should choose. Make sure you ask for the correct over-the-counter medication, and to understand your symptoms, make sure you tell your pharmacist what symptoms you're experiencing. They would possibly look at a cold and flu medication that would treat that specific symptom. It's also very important to tell your pharmacist of other conditions, chronic conditions and chronic medication, because there can be a drug interaction with over-the-counter medication. So make sure you inform your pharmacist as much as possible. Give him information so they can assist you to treat your cold and flu effectively.
Join Pharmadynamics' Circle of Trust and save up to 50% on your medicine. Pharmadynamics, effective, affordable healthcare.